Morning. Hope you're happy that you made it to the end of the work week. I know I am. You're probably waking up right now, and you're probably thinking, how did all those storms work out? What happened overnight? But not for Brian, because Brian hasn't actually gone to sleep yet.
Not quite gone to sleep yet. It was quite an interesting day. To answer the first question off the top, what happened to all those storms? Well, they moved through Texoma primarily through the overnight hours between 1 about 4 a.m. Now, if you're out towards Childress, then you definitely know you got hit a lot earlier. Thankfully, the strongest of the activity went just to your south, and we're going to talk much more about that coming up in a moment. But yeah, it was a bit of a long day and a long night.
Yeah, you were out pretty much all over Texas and parts of Oklahoma.
We were.
Yeah.
In fact, there you go. Take a look at this. This is some video. We got 5 tornadoes on video. There is the second one. That's actually a funnel cloud. There is the main one that we saw from a distance. That one lasted about 12 minutes on the ground. That was near Clarendon, Texas. It was rather wide at one point. Then it kind of roped out, and that means it gets really thin and kind of tears itself apart, and finally it comes to an end. That one lasted the longest. Then we moved up towards Jericho, Texas. There you see it kind of roping out off to the side. That was a great one to watch. This one dropped down in a matter of 90 seconds. It was very, very quick. That one's in Jericho, Texas. And as we were watching that one, Steve, we just turned our head and we had 2 more in front of us. The video, unfortunately, was very, very dark because the additional tornadoes were rain wrapped, so it was very hard to see those. But you can see how that one went back up in the cloud rather quickly. That's I-40 right there. Ironically, they didn't stop traffic. They didn't even attempt to. If you look real close, you can still see the funnel right through there in the center, now toward the left. There are the chasers. We saw probably 200-300 chasers. Take a look at that vehicle right there on the left. That vehicle, if you watch Discovery Channel or have heard of the tornado intercept vehicles, there's a brand new one. It's called the Dominator. It's run by a gentleman named Reed. I'm sure if you watch those shows, you know who I'm talking about. That was it. He went right by us, so that was kind of exciting. But I got to share a story because it was kind of funny. When that vehicle went by, something else was going on because we were monitoring the tornadoes. We had 2 in front of us. We had 1 to the side. And my chase leader, Matthew, is just amazing. He knows when it's time to go. And he said, we got to go. And so we left, and we were the only ones leaving. And we were going down I-40 trying to get away from this storm as fast as we could. I was looking at radar. He was concentrating on something. And he said, look behind us. And I looked behind us. And there is 40 or 50 chasers all right behind us trying to get away from the same storm. That's when the TIV went right next to us in front of us. So, yeah, it was an exciting day.
Say something about your expertise right there. The fact that you guys were the first ones to know we need to get out of this situation right now.
Yeah, we were pretty much the first. But I got to say that was Matthew. He makes some amazing decisions. And, of course, that's what you got to do. If you're going to do something like this, which we don't encourage, you know, just regular citizens, you do need a little bit of education. You need somebody who knows exactly what they're doing. Now, we work in the office, we're meteorologists, and I think we do a good job. But I definitely need somebody else with me in the field, and that's who I trusted. And he knew when to get away from storms. And if you recall yesterday, we talked about the threat of hail, right? We said it was going to be a big hail day. Not once did I see any hail. And so that means he kept it away from us, and that was good. A couple other quick facts. We covered 1,000 miles in 2 days.
Wow.
So it was exciting. It was an exciting day.
Hopefully that car's not leased, or else you're going to be going over your mileage.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's fine. And his vehicle is a sturdy one too. So it was exciting. Let's talk about the storm reports that we've got across the region, because it was a rather substantial event. Here are the numbers. We have 30 tornadoes report at this time. I want you to look at something really closely here. Look at the panhandle. There are no red dots. There are no tornado reports coming out of the Amarillo area at this hour, and that means that these have not been turned in yet. So once we get our 5, and then we know another team got 3, and all the other chasers that were up there get theirs turned in, this number should go up pretty substantially. Secondly, look right here. That's the Childress area, red. That indicates tornado. Let's zoom in, take a closer look. Here are the reports that came in just south of Childress, 4 miles southeast of Seavey, Texas. That came in at 8:33. This was a dangerous storm system. It was actually wrapped in rain. That means it's very difficult to see. So good thing it stayed south of Childress. It stayed to the west of Quanah. I don't think it affected any major communities. I don't even think it affected any smaller communities. If it did, of course, we will find that out later on today. Let's talk about some good news, and that is your forecast on this Friday. The storms are over. Temperatures in the 60s this morning, a few showers to the east. Severe weather threat is none. The rain is coming to an end, Steve, and we have an absolutely beautiful weekend in store for Texoma. We'll have that coming up in just a few minutes.
I like seeing the none on the screen.
Me
next to
too.
severe
Me
threat.
too.
Whew. All right. Thank you very much.